Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd just do an updated sort of everyday makeup routine because I've really not done one in a long time, and I think nearly all of my products have changed from what I'm using, so I thought I'd do that. It is like however many degrees it is outside. It's currently raining where I am, but it's hot, humid rain. It's not like cold rain. I am being very optimistic wearing sunglasses, but I just like how it puts your hair, you know, like I need to find like some square headbands so I can like have my hair like this all of the time, but never mind. So I look so pale right now, but I'm actually gonna start with skin prep because I've not actually done any skin prep yet today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put on this Beauty Bay Moisture Complex and Algae face mask. So I actually it looks like that. It's just like green goo essentially. I kind of just use this as like my moisturizer. Yeah, it smells quite nice. As you can tell, my project pan has really got me using a variety of different products. But I just put this straight on my face. I don't have any serums or anything on the go. I don't think I have any at all. But I'm just going to rub this in. There you go. So that is rubbed in. So of course we're going to go in with some SPF. So I've just got the Boots Sultan Hydrating Factor 50 SPF, which I just put all over my face. I know, probably could get away with not wearing Factor 50 today, but this is what I always do, so we're going to do it. And then again, just rub this in over the top of the face mask. There you go. So now that that has all rubbed in, I look really shiny. I'm just going to let that sit for a minute just so it can properly absorb into my skin before I put any makeup on my face. There you go. So now we're going to move on to makeup. So of course primer. So I'm just going to go in with my Eyes New York Glow Radiance Primer. Now this is just like a little sort of stick. It's got like a tiny little pump. So I'm just going to pump maybe about 2.5 pumps. And then just kind of put this all over my face. And then we're gonna blend this in. Now I'm pretty sure I got this primer from TK Maxx, and it's quite nice. I probably wouldn't wear it for like a full face of makeup just because I don't trust that it would stick to the makeup, because it's not like a grippy primer. This is just kind of gonna give my skin a little glow. There you go. So that is rubbed in. Now sometimes my face can get a little red, so I then go with my e.l.f. Blemish Fighting Putty Primer, which is like a green primer to try and cancel out the redness. Now my face isn't actually looking too bad. I'm just going to put a little bit kind of like on my T-zone, just because it's not really showing up on camera, but in person it is kind of a bit red, and then just put a tiny bit on my chin. There you go. So while that is all setting in my face, I'm going to start with my brows. So I'm just going to go in with my Beauty Crop BFF brow gel, and then just run this through my brows, and then just kind of straighten up my brows, and then my brows will not move all day because this brow gel really does stick down your brows. There you go. So now that brows are done, I'm not going to spot conceal because I feel like my skin's like okay, and I'm not going to push my luck by spot concealing. So I'm going to go straight in with my Collection Filter Finish, just in the shade Fair 1. So I did take the stopper out. There's literally like not a lot of product left, so I'm then just going to put this sort of on my face, just kind of like as a glowy base, kind of light, especially in the heat. I don't want like really like heavy foundation. And then I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and then just blend this out. I think I did put a little bit too much on for what I'd normally use, but I'm just going to have to blend it extra. There you go. So now that that is all blended out, my skin is like glowing. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So I'm just going to use my Play Stick 101 and just use the bronzer end. I literally have that much left. So I literally just put like a tiny little bit of this on, and then I'm then just going to take a brush and blend it out. Again, just take sort of like a stubble brush and then just start blending this out. There you go. So now that that is all blended out, I'm going to go with some blush. I'm just going to use my Profusion Blush Hour Liquid Blush in the shade Aperol Spritz. Now honestly, I completely forgot I had this. So I was rearranging, sort of like reorganising sort of like all my makeup, and yeah, completely forgot I had this, so I've started using it again for every day. Again, damp beauty blender, just start blending this out. There you go, so that is blended. Of course, we're now going to go in with powder because obviously I need this all to set. So I'm going to go with my Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Powder in the shade 102 Fair Ivory. Now, I have got a tiny little pan. I don't know if you can see that. There's a tiny little one coming, so this might be used up fairly soon. And normally I take a powder puff, but recently I've just been taking like a brush. And this is like the Oscar Charles C102 brush. And then, yeah, I've literally just been taking this powder on a brush. And then just kind of basically setting my entire face. So under my eyes, my chin, my forehead. Yeah, just using this to kind of set everything in place. I mean, you can see the difference already between the two sides. It's great. At the minute, I'm literally just a bundle of sweat, so setting my face is really important, just so I don't sweat off any and all of my makeup. So now that I have set my face, we are then going to move on to eyes. So I don't wear eyeshadow on an everyday basis, so I literally go straight with mascara. So I'm just going to use my W7 Absolute Lash Mascara and then just put a tiny little bit of this on my lashes. There you go, so that's mascara. So all that's left to do is lips. So I'm going to line my lips. I'm just going to use this Revolution lip liner in the shade Chauffeur. And honestly, I just do like a really sort of like rough outline. It's not precise, it's not perfect. And then I'm just going to go in with my W7 Thick Drip Lip Gloss, which I'm fairly sure the shade of the lip liner and the lip gloss are two completely different shades, but yeah, they are. But when you blend them together, it's okay. There you go. So all that's left to do is set my face. So I'm going to be using the Beauty Crop Glow Milk Mist. So I give this a little shake and then just spray this all over my face. We wait for that to dry. Normally my mascara gets everywhere at this point. For some reason, I don't know why. This always happens with my mascara. As soon as I use set spray, it all just streaks down my face. But today's actually not been that bad. There you go. So this is my everyday quick easy makeup look. Doesn't take too much time. So yeah, this is what I have been doing. These are the updated products. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned for another video.